Pokémon Legends ZA came as a very unexpected Kalos game in a time when Unova and Johto were all we could think about. Never in a million years did we think that this region would be visited so soon, much less in this new series that took the Pokémon community by storm. But maybe, just maybe, if we look back, there was a hint, and maybe, just maybe, there was another one but for the future, and that future might be a lot crazier than we think. So hey, I'm not so a strainer, and what about shirts? Let's get into it. We've all seen the theory about future Pokémon Legends games. When we fall down from the rift in Pokémon Legends Arceus, the male model is wearing a Kalos shirt, while the female model is wearing a shirt found in Galar that appears to be depicting Alola. So in this case, we're gonna be focusing on the Alola part and saving the Galar part for another video. This meant very little until we got the very surprising announcement of Pokémon Legends ZA, a game set in Kalos, which gave that shirt a whole new meaning. Of course, this means we have to look at the Alolan shirt with a bit of a tinfoil hat thing going on. Alola feels recent, it feels like we've been there yesterday, but the games are quickly approaching their 10-year anniversary. They were released in 2016 and 2017, and they could easily get a late 10-year anniversary gift just like X and Y will have. The idea of traveling from island to island in a Legends-style game is incredibly appealing, especially since Alola was very much a place where wilderness already ruled, making it perfect to imagine what would happen in that scenario. And if we look at the legends of the region, we also learned that back in the day, Solgaleo and Lunala attacked Alola, with the guardian deities defending the region with all of their might, though they eventually lost but gained the respect of those legendary Pokémon. Or when the Necrozma did the same thing and was fended off by a youth with a sparkling stone. This would lead us to believe that since those are the only legends there, we would be visiting one of those time periods. And they are undated, but they are said to have happened hundreds of years ago, and well, a youth with a Z crystal or a sparkling stone does sound like something we could be a part of. But that's when we only had Legends Arceus. Now there's a new game coming that doesn't follow the rules we thought we had. With Pokémon Legends ZA being only inside Lumiose City, and likely it's underground, we have a different approach that we never expected. Pokémon Legends Arceus had us running around the old Sinnoh region, Hisui, showing us how a lot of the things we met in Gen 4 were in the past. And that's exactly what we expected to happen here as well. So, since it is not happening, maybe Alola could be shown to us in a very different kind of light. Or maybe even it could barely be shown to us. There is another legend that we learn about in the Alolan games, and while that legend does affect Alola, it is not an Alolan legend. It is an Ultra Megalopolis legend. They tried to steal Necrozma's power and thus created Z crystals when its body shattered and rained down different universes. And this made me think about how deeply connected the Ultra Space lore is with the Alolan lore, making a Legends game focusing on that just make a lot of sense. Instead of going from island to island, we would be going from universe to universe, traversing the Ultra Space. Necrozma having sent pieces of its power to various dimensions would be the perfect reason for there to be an Ultra Recon squad trying to recover them, and of course, ultimately failing to do so since we do have Z moves in modern Alola. This could work very well in creating a game that isn't too heavy on the console since it wouldn't need to be open world. It could really just have a big hub in Ultra Megalopolis, our Jubilife village, while having quote-unquote loading screens in between Ultra Wormholes, letting us travel through Ultra Space and enter different ones while trying to complete quests. We would even likely find other people there, not just in Alola. I only recently found out about this since I've never played Ultra Sun, only Ultra Moon, but there are trainers in Ultra Forest, Kartana's world, called Ultra Forest Kartanvoy, and they have to come from somewhere. This means that we could learn a lot more from a game focusing on Ultra Megalopolis and their actions with Necrozma than from a game set in Alola. It could teach us a lot more about something we've been dying to learn about ever since Gen 7. Of course, this is just a theory / prediction and a little bit of a hope, one that's looking way deep into the future, even beyond Gen 10. But with Legends ZA offering us such a different take on what we thought was a Legends game, I think it's worth imagining the things we could experience in this series. The Alolan shirt is 100% worth theorizing about at this point in time, since coincidences are very rarely a thing in Pokemon, and with Alola already having such a wilderness-focused game, with its cities not being overwhelming at all, and its lore being so deeply connected to the Ultra Space, I think it would do wonders to Gen 7 to have a Legends game that takes us there instead of having us do some island hopping. Not to mention how fun it would be and how many crazy weird Pokemon could be introduced if that was the case. Whatever happens though, that is my prediction for the future beyond the 30th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise. And that is all I have for you today. My take, a different take on the Alolan shirt theory from Pokémon Legends Arceus. But what about you? Would you like an Alolan Legends game or an Ultra Space Legends game? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content, and also ring the bell so you know when the next video is out. Also, you can become a channel member or check out my merch in order to further support the channel. I'd be forever thankful for that. You can follow me on social media or check out one of my streams here and on Twitch. All the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.